Thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. It's time for a family mansion in Sun Sequoia. After all these Enchanted by Nature builds and gigantic mansions, I just felt like working on a smaller mansion which has a family theme. So it's more compact, it's cozy, and I included lots of stuff for family gameplay, and yeah, let's see how I built this. Before we continue, remember to use code EMERALD when shopping Sims 4 packs to support me and my channel. Add a pack to your cart, enter Emerald, and apply the code. Thank you so much for your support. Those of you who have been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I'm always talking about building a room, adding a floor piece on top, deleting the room so you have a floating floor piece and you are good to go and you can start working on your walkout basement. And here I totally didn't follow my own advice. I just started to build this and I then decided to add a walkout basement, and I think I probably just wasn't honest with myself here because, you know, I love a good walkout basement and I always want to include one, or at least most of the time. So you will see that there's like a jump in the video kind of where I edited out the very tedious process of just adding the walkout basement. I basically did what I just explained. I built the room and everything and I started the layout, and I then just moved the house, or the part of the house which I had already built, on top of the level, so I was able to create this. I do not recommend this. Please just keep in mind that you want to approach it the correct way if you want to include a walkout basement. But yeah, I just started off by basically just working on the general shape of the house, and I then added the walkout basement. I wanted this to be very dreamy. I just wanted this to be the perfect family home. And I know this always kind of gives off McMansion hell vibes. I love the website and I love the whole, like all the jokes about McMansions. It's like really bad a lot of the times. Like you see houses which have so many gables. There's just so much going on in general. And I'm just guilty of this myself. Like, this is a really over the top build, but I think it's super cute and I just love this style, if I'm being honest. Here at this point, you can see that the build is already sitting on the whole walkout basement layout. The shape is identical. I just added 2 rooms below the area which will be the garage, and I'm going to use a debug car on the outside to decorate it just so it looks nice. I know a lot of people don't really like this because it's just decorative, but I think it's just a nice way to make a build like this feel complete. So I'm going to add the debug car, and I'm then going to turn the room down there, which is a garage, into like a hobby room, and it's also kind of a workshop and a home gym, like this kind of room. I mean, this is a family mansion and I totally wanted to include everything without making it too over the top. I also added stairs on the left side to connect it. You know, I love to work with different levels, and adding the stairs was just, I don't know, it's just such a small detail, but sometimes connecting levels using stairs just makes the build look way more interesting. And I really love the stairs right next to the garage, and I then used the terrain tools to smooth out the terrain. And because the floor piece is technically floating, as I explained, you have to connect the floor piece to the terrain, and for this I'm just using stairs, and you don't really see it because when you have like such a small step, it almost looks like a trim, which I'm always adding, so I feel like this is really hiding stairs when you're using them this way. I used a combination of different windows, and I also wanted to use the wallpaper from the base game, which turns walls into glass walls, and I just wanted to have this room. And at first I had no idea what this room is going to be because, you know, I'm always working on the exterior first and I have no idea what's happening on the inside. But later on, when I was kind of trying to figure out the layout, I decided to turn this into a very small dining room. There's going to be another dining table, so there's more space, but I just wanted this to be like a breakfast area. It's so sun flooded. I'm going to add so many plants, as you will see. I just thought it's so much fun to do it this way. I also added an outdoor kitchen, of course, another dining table, so there are lots of different areas to have just dinner or to have a barbecue maybe. And first, I used up a lot of the space in the front for creating the slope, because you just need a certain amount of space to properly smooth out terrain. So it's like actually smooth, so Sims are able to walk down. It cannot be too steep. And I used up a lot of space, and I then started to work on the garden, as you can here see. And I was really running out of space, and I didn't like this, so I moved the lot to the front multiple times to have more space in the back, and it actually did work out. Like, I didn't need as much space for the slope as I thought, and it was still working out. So you can here see that it's like really, like, there's just not a lot of space in the back. It's really crammed in. So I'm going to move this to the front. I used the beloved tree from Growing Together. Growing Together debug is the best because of all the trees and everything. And I decorated the garden, and I then started to work on the interior. So I decided that this little area here is going to be the kitchen. I had used a lot of platforms on the outside to like create this little patio area and to create the stairs, and I then also had to raise the platform on the inside to make it functional. And I simply decided to lower the platforms in this area here, so you can see the front door on the left. I then just used some fences, and I love this layout. I've talked about this before in a video, but when you think of the TV show Home Improvement, you have like all these different levels, and I love split level homes, and we have like this wonderful walkout basement on the outside, and I thought it would be fun to also have different levels on the inside. And yeah, this is like the very cozy kitchen. I've used items from lots of different packs to make it work. I decided to use decorations from the new kitchen clutter kit because it's just perfect to make a kitchen very cozy. And I also decided to use 2 different types of counters to make it look more whimsical. So this is supposed to be luxurious, because when you think of the outside, it's totally over the top. It's a mansion, and I wanted to have this luxurious vibe on the inside, but I also wanted this to be very cozy. Here I'm decorating the sunroom, which is going to be a small dining room. I used lots of different plants, even the one from the wedding pack, and I never used this like on the interior before, but here for some reason it kind of works. And I also used these curtains, and there's just a small dining table on the inside, and I also added like just some decorations and stuff, some candles. I just wanted this to be very cozy, and I also wanted your Sims to be able to listen to some music in there, as you will see. So I just really tried to clutter this build. Even though it's really spacious, I really tried to clutter this and make it look fun and cute. I just added lots of stuff everywhere, which I'm not doing all the time. Like, I'm not really a big clutterer, but maybe I'm becoming one. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you like this kind of style? I then decided to use these rocks to connect everything. I feel like when you have like big open areas, it's just tying everything together. I used this beautiful plant. I think it's from a recent pack, but I used this plant in the corner, and I then decorated this wall. I used a combination of different items to create the look at the bottom. I merged them together, and I also used lots of base game books at the top, on top of a base game shelf, to decorate this. I just wanted this to be very cluttered again, very whimsical. And I feel like I kind of nailed it. It has modern vibes, but it's still kind of whimsical because there's like so much stuff and so many plants, and I really love this. I also tried to use different colors, like the armchair, for example, is blue, but then like there is also some yellow. I just wanted this to be a bit colorful and playful, maybe like something you would see in a sitcom back in the day, because I mentioned Home Improvement. This wasn't like my main inspiration here or anything, but it's kind of giving me these vibes. I then decided to have a living room in the corner right next to the stairs, because I just needed an empty wall to have a TV and everything. And it's a very open concept, and I had used more of the glass wallpaper on the left, so I decided that this would be a good space to have a TV and everything. And I also combined like different armchairs and the sofa. I just placed the sofa like this, so it's looking like a corner sofa, I was trying to mix and match different colors and materials here, and I'm so obsessed with this plant. I'm using it all the time. Like, I noticed this, whenever I'm really loving an item, I'm using it way too often, and this little plant in the corner on the cabinet is like my new favorite. And yeah, I just used cabinets from one of the, I think it's from a kit or from one of the packs. I feel like I'm losing track. Like I'm always covering all these packs and kits, but there's like so much amazing stuff going on that I'm like sometimes forgetting the name of a pack. And here I included a little laundry nook in the hallway. And yeah, this is one of the bedrooms. There are 5 bedrooms in total, and because of the whole family gameplay aspect, I also added like this type of room. I wanted this to be very cozy and cute. I decided to use pink because I love pink and I think it's just looking cute, and I love this giraffe. It's just so cute. It's such a nice addition to any kid's room, and I'm always forgetting that we have it for some reason. And yeah, this is like totally pink, and at first I wanted to use this canopy thingy, but then it just wasn't really working out because I didn't have enough space to connect 2 of them properly, and I didn't like the look, and I then decided against it. One of the rooms is yellow, so I was also trying to make it really colorful, as I said, and just wanted to like make it happy and really fun. And yeah, thank you so much for all your comments recently, for all of your support after losing my cat. I just wanted to quickly mention it. Thank you for your feedback when I was like asking for recommendations for what to build. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a look at all of it. I'm just kind of a bit all over the place. I feel like I always am. Maybe I'm a bit chaotic, but like recently so much has been going on, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting me, for being here. It really means a lot, and it really helped in the whole process. I'm still grieving. It's still really hard. I'm still like waking up crying every day, and it's hard, but like having all of you and being creative and working on content just really helps me. So thank you so much for being here. You are awesome. And yeah, here you can see lots of screenshots. This build is already available in the gallery, so you can go grab it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of this house. And I hope you are doing so well. I hope you will have the best day. And yeah, remember, if you want to support me in my channel, you can use code Emerald when purchasing Sims 4 packs. And also just thank you for being here. Like, this is the best and biggest support, being here, watching and commenting. Thank you so much for everything. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.